like this way of communicating where we're doing 1 for yes, 2 for no, and 3 for yes for these guys, Gerald.
This is fun.
Yes. Okay. So what else do we want to ask?
Did you leave the hair for us at the Dragon's Family Vortex?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. It's a beautiful gift.
It's a beautiful gift. Are we going to be able to meet you in person and be allowed to remember it?
Yes.
Thank you.
And yesterday, when we arrived to the Dragon's Family Vortex, which is a little secret spot we found to set up, we found a baggie with like bright white hair, like clear white hair. Like someone just left it in the middle of our vortex, and it's not like
it doesn't look human.
Well,
it
has
feels,
a feel to it. I'll pull up the picture of it. There it is. Yeah.
Are they supposed to like carbon date the hair? Discussion is happening.
I feel like that's a big no.
1, 2, 3, 4. That was 4.
4.
Yeah. No.
That was 3.
That was
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want us to get the hair looked at and analyzed so we can show people what it is?
I see.
No.
That's what I told you.
No.
I said
Well,
no.
Yeah.
I will keep it as a personal gift and wait for further contact.
The universe is vast. It's infinite. There are, it likes this talk because it knows it's the truth. So there are hundreds of thousands of galaxies that have hundreds of thousands of planets, yet humans want to somehow divide these labels into Sirian, Pleiadian, Arcturian. It's just such a limiting way of thinking. And
As happens, they created these tall whites, and these tall whites are ultra dimensional, and they can become light and absorb itself in the time stream. And that's why you see these beings travel in 3s. It's an amazing thing that they can do. They are powered with this black square box. It's an unlimited energy source. But when they put their hands on each other, they can turn into a ball of light and zip out of this dimension or go fly off into a ship sitting in outer space, or just do whatever they do. And like what a lot of people don't understand is when they see crop circles, these crop circles are of teams of these aliens, these 3 aliens, the tall, white,
small, medium, and large.
Small, medium, and large.
But the ultra dimensionals don't have to travel in 3s. They can travel in 4 or 6. It's the grays that travel in 3s.
They said, they said no.
Tall white alien is more alien than it is human. But humans have more potential source energy than any living thing in the galaxy because we feel the deepest. And empathy is the source of all this power. The deeper you feel, the quicker the response from the universe it is. Okay, and this is what the aliens get. They might be smarter than us with technology and knowing things, but we are more powerful than anything because of our depth of emotion and feeling, because the universe responds to emotion, and this is something technology cannot mimic.
And I want to add something dimensional. They can take human form. They can be an animal. They can turn into light. They can turn to matter. They can change density. They can go between worlds, between timelines, and backwards and forwards in time as well.
Well, and that's what there is. There's 3 levels to alchemic transmutation. The first is transmuting fear into love. The second is lead into gold. And the third, even our science will prove very soon, is turning light into matter. And that's what these higher advanced species can do. They're masters of transformation and light.
Whether walk-ins can happen, where a human can have an accident or something like that, and then another soul drives the body. Is that possible? So is it, okay, so Nolan on our last EXO Hangout was talking about how he was in a workshop with Teal Swan and they did a soul braid. But what he talked about in the soul braid was that his original soul stayed there.
Right.
And
exactly.
then another one, like his higher self, was then pulled in. So is
something more like that.
is soul braids possible where you keep part of your soul, but then
Yeah.
more of your higher self comes in.
Yeah. And that's what I feel happened too, because it's not that like I don't have any memories of my previous life, but I still like love my parents, because you know what I mean? If I was like a completely different person, how would I love my parents, or how would I love my family or my sister? Like I still have memories of my childhood. So that means that, yeah, there's part of whatever Tracy 1 was, but Tracy 2 is like weaved in with a, yeah, exactly.
So is it beings here?
1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I heard 6.
That was it.
I heard 6.
I
1,
heard
2, 3,
4.
4. That was 4. The other one was 6.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 beings here.
Okay, that's cool.
So does that mean 1, 2, and 1 thing, or
No, well,
4
my
extra?
son's here. Remember?
Ah, yes.
Ah,
But dimensionals are here, besides us 4.
One.
So there's 4 humans, 3 of us at the table, and Nico in the room, and then there's 1 ultra dimensional here right now. No, dun, dun is no,
no.
because 2 is no.
Ultra-dimensional.
So you're saying, so am I using the wrong word? Because I was saying ultra to do all beings, but maybe they're saying that there's, yeah, so there's 4 humans,
Yes.
1 ultra dimensional, and then there's other dimensionals that don't call themselves ultra dimensionals. What else words would you want to use?
I mean,
Yes, and they said yes.
yes. So there's ultra.
Can you guys describe a little bit what you're doing in China?
Sure. Do you want me? Or do you want
Please
to?
go.
Well, since 2016, we've been to China 13 times. And now we are teaching to China virtually because of the status of the world right now. We work every single morning for 2 to 3 hours broadcasting live. And what we are is called Area 1358. 1358 is the vibrational frequency of New Earth, 1,358 hertz. And all of the teachings are based on this frequency. And on a scientific level, this is the frequency that's going to help people vibrate higher than cancer. And the frequencies of Reiki from the root chakra to the crown chakra only go from like 200 something to 900 something. And so we're teaching a unified frequency that's a lot higher, so humans can learn to improve not only their intuition and their cosmic energies, but also their physical health and longevity. All right. So this is a really big thing. And the means by which we teach this is all self-empowerment. It's all based on the I am, spiraling back inside of yourself. That's what we have these beautiful matching tattoos for. This represents everything starts with you.
You can either be food, or you can rise above and become something even greater than you ever expected. And you have to do this by learning to laugh at fear.
Yeah.
Because that's like the whole test that's been here for me. I can either revert to anger or defense or anything like that, but it's a waste of energy, and you transcend all of this by learning to laugh.
I own my role as a co-creator of my painful past so that I can claim credit for my role as a co-creator of my abundant future. So what goes along with that is that the wound may not be your fault, but the healing is your responsibility, all right? Because a lot of people exist in this victim mode where they try to blame something outside of themselves for the problems in their life, but then they want to be able to take credit for manifesting something. So on one side, a lot of people will blame their parents or blame society or blame culture, but then they want to say, I'm a manifester. So either you accept that you are creating everything, or that, you know, that you can create your life for yourself, or that life is going to create for you. You're either a victim or a creator. You can't have it both ways. This is a very difficult lesson for a lot of people to learn.
So it's like the 4-minute mile. Once we do a breakthrough, then other people will be joining on and testing. And then this is how we're going to really advance this research that Jimmy Blanchette designed and created, and Mark Sims popularized. So if you have any breakthroughs, let us know at info@lightnet.org, and we'll be excited to be sharing that with the group. It's not too late to explore all the things that we cannot see. In fact, we're just in the beginning, and we look forward to researching the unknown with you.
this one's the lady of my people. Maybe this one's for Jared. And this is just some extraneous one. You guys trying to identify who comes through what? Me, Jared. I gotta just go by intuition. I don't know how we're gonna use this one to keep going to FM. Alright, I'm turning you off again. I'm sure you're gonna start blinking purple. Oh, there it is. See? I caught it. You're just going crazy?
I don't know. Keep asking questions.
Wow, it's back. An actual voice. Yes. Do you want me to start channeling Morse code? Or number code? Wow, that was interesting.
So, good luck. This was you. Do the walkie-talkie too.
Oh, yes.
Said it knows where I am. It can't speak English.
It cannot?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it knows where I am, and it can come here whenever it can.
Cool. You want to ask it another question? Oh no, you have to ask one question at a time. Are you big?
This is what it does.
No, they're not big.
So you're small.
Are you small?
Are you small?
They might not really have a dimension, Nico, because they're kind of like maybe not matter like you and I are. They're maybe like in the air and stuff. So in a sense, maybe they're tiny because they're particles, or maybe they're not even like measurable like we are. But I could be wrong.
All right.
They said I was right. Yeah, so they're kind of made of pixie dust in a way. They're made of they're just different than us. But
Can you touch us?
can you touch us?
Are you,
Yes. I don't think they heard you very well. Okay, they said yes.
are you here?
Are you here? That might be also a paradox to them because they're probably in another dimension that we can't see. So they're not here in our dimension, but they're here in the sense that they can hear us and see us. Yes.
Are you associated with the angels? Well, that's other. Are you associated with the sylphs we talked about? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, click, click. That is a no, actually. What about the, are you associated with the subterranean realms? The corridors within the earth, those beings within the earth, something like that. 10, 9, 8, 7. All right, thank you. Would the association of a Punian, a Garthan, or some other designation that humans have used be appropriate here? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Thank you. I recognize you as a expressive being. And Is there anything else you'd like to say or communicate here and now? 10, 9, 1, 2, 3. There is something.